On this episode of The Rendezvous, we get pressure dropped in downtown Windsor with a sights and sounds look at the Dropped on Drouillard Street Festival that just took place there. And it's the perfect time to tell you about a 3-day electronic music showcase coming up in Kingsville. Hey, wait a minute. That's this coming weekend, the last weekend of August.
America is now under martial law.
The man bringing this EDM gathering together is techno producer and DJ Justin James.
I have a event series called Unknown, and the idea behind Unknown is nobody knows where the event is until the day of.
Till now.
Yeah, exactly.
Beats, blips and bass lines, this guy's a heavyweight. A feature performer on the Miners stage at Tomorrowland in Belgium. No big deal, right?
One of my huge influences is Richie Houghton and
Plastic Man.
Plastic Man, exactly. Yeah. You know, and I was fortunate, very fortunate to write some music that ended up on his label Minus.
You actually create the analog sounds too, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm a producer. When I'm DJing, I have a couple approaches. One approach is straight up DJing, track to track, mixing to make that third song. You know, the idea of 2 tracks, or in my case, maybe 4 tracks playing over top of each other.
4-deck wizard?
Yeah. With technology right now, it's definitely changed. You could do that with inside one computer, and it's definitely not like 4 turntables. You know, like 4 1200s or whatever. I've also developed and kind of modifying right now a completely live set, right, with just analog gear.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah. So that's my hope for next weekend is to have a 2-hour-long live set. Yeah.
Techno music, specifically that genre, because you know you got different types of electronic EDM, right? Yeah. Techno, is it the machinery from the factories in Detroit? Like what is it that sort of sucked you in to that specific sort of thwomp?
The mechanical robot music, right? But also the fact that it allows you to kind of create your own scape, whatever it is, your own mindscape, your own whatever. Because rarely are there vocals, and when there are, you know, they're very sparse and whatnot, and it just kind of opens up your brain to so much more. You experience these vibrations, but then after that, it's up to you. Whereas with a lot of pop music, you know, they're kind of telling you what to think and how to feel.
In 2015, under a blanket of rain clouds, DJ Justin James packed up the Windsor Detroit electronic sound in his flight case and unleashed the techno on Belgium.
You like that.
But to take your place on the dance floor this weekend, you won't need to go to Belgium. On the Windsor circuit, who does everybody know and love that will be there?
Yeah, there's we kind of certainly focused on Windsor locals for this, you know, so we have some of my kind of old school homies like DJ Abdul, Ian Hamilton, Remo, a live group called Mothers Against Drum Machines, which is a pretty funny name, Craig Sinclair, and
I think there are some Mothers Against Drum Machines, are there?
Yeah, exactly.
For real.
Yeah. So yeah, they're going to be playing. Everybody's a local. There's going to be a couple psytrance guys, Alien Pilot, Tyler Johnston, yourself, you're playing, MC Flow with DJ Strength.
Ian Hind.
Yep. Ian Hind and I go way back. So
there's another tech wizard there.
And Ian hasn't played out in probably 12 years. So maybe.
Ooh, and you know what? Another guy that's like that is BT Basher, right?
Yeah, BT Basher with.
I remember him used to sell me records at Dr. Disc.
Yeah, BT Basher with Ganip. It's going to be pretty fun. Ganip from 89X fame and Club X fame and stuff. So that's going to be cool. Bunch of young kind of up and comers. I'm sure there's a lot I'm missing, but it's going to be good.
Shine our shoes, dressed up in a nice suit. House of Swell coming through with a tight groove. About to put the whole dance floor in a bright mood, but this ain't polite. It's hype, the rhythm right groove.
Friday until pretty much 6 p.m. on Sunday. it's music nonstop, either in an outdoor pavilion or in an indoor space. But people will be camping all weekend. People will be coming for the days, single day passes or overnight. Or some people are going to come and not camp but be there the whole weekend.
And how can they get tickets?
On Eventbrite, they can go to Camp Unknown 2022, or reach out to me on all my social media. Justin James 519 is pretty much where that can be found.
On Drouillard Road, Pressure Drop is a place to grab some food and have a bevy with friends. One of the few establishments to support electronic music in Windsor. How did you hear about Pressure Drop?
I just heard it because I very much so love being within the community. So just my family and friends through the grapevines, and I know it's been here for a while, but I finally had the opportunity to come here tonight. So I'm glad to experience it, see what's up.
We're a shop, cafe, and bar for laid-back folks. That's the first rule. But now we are an apparel store. We are a cafe. We're a bar. We're a bottle shop, and we're a great venue for live music. The renewal of the commercial district in Ford City, that sort of sat dormant for a long time. It's a vibrant neighborhood, but as far as the commercial sort of strip here on the 1000 block of Drouillard, there hasn't been a lot going on. So I think you're starting to see a lot of new businesses pop up, and we're happy to be part of it. Yeah, it's our patio, or our yard as we call it. But yeah, it's a great little space. It seats about 150 people. We have live music 3 days a week. A combination of, acoustic acts or DJs or everything in between. So, yeah.
It's tucked away, it's nestled. I've been back here for 2 years from BC, and I've just discovered it recently, and it's a cool name. Where did the name come from?
Yeah, Pressure Drop, a double meaning. It's the concept for the place was really largely inspired by our love for the Caribbean and Jamaica in particular, and of course Pressure Drop is a very iconic Jamaican ska song from the 60s.
Oh, yeah. Ah yes, Pressure Drop by the Toots and the Maytals. I actually saw them play live at Scarfest in Victoria, British Columbia. Rest in peace to the lead singer Toots Hibbert, who died around this time 2 years ago at age 77.
But we're also sailors and windsurfers and kite surfers and surfers, and so the reference to low pressure weather systems that bring us our favorite kind of windy weather is sort of in there as well.
Thankfully, we have places like this. Actually, another DJ who's playing is Early, who's amazing. He runs an amazing label called Pacific Rhythm, and he's another one of the residents here. And to me, Pressure Drop is one of the places right now that's opening up. They're giving us a clean slate as to what to do here. It's pretty cool, and we just hope. I know Michael and Marina here, and Russ is Early, and a number of us are just hoping to open people's minds to something new and something different.
On the next episode of The Rendezvous, we are going to Camp Unknown. We'll bring you exclusive footage, interviews, and an after-movie recap you won't want to miss. In Windsor, I'm James Green for The Rendezvous.